Thank you for joining us today at Miniature Wargaming Labs. Today we're going to paint up our VonRyans Leapers, our Tyranid army, and we're going to paint it in Hive Behemoth colors. So the idea of this video is I purchased the Leviathan box Friday at lunch. It's Sunday afternoon. Finished painting up my VonRyans Leapers, doing them all at the same time. So we're going to get this to tabletop battle ready standard here, and to do that I primed it Army Painter Pure Red, used Mars Red, Matte Black, Alien Purple, Ash Gray, Void Shield Blue, and Demonic Yellow. Used some strong tone ink, and to texture the base I used Games Workshop Sterling Mud, but we won't be doing the base instruction. Do whatever you want for that. We're just going to focus on painting this model and getting it ready. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so I started by priming this model Army Painter Mars Red. A little too heavy with it, but Army Painter Pure Red, I'm now going to dry brush some Army Painter Mars Red on. I'm not going to wipe all of it off, just want to get some of these. So imagine light coming down. He's got a lot of armor, so there's actually not even that many places. So like, I'll put the Mars Red on this top right here, but I won't do like the inside of the arms. Just stuff where like I want to make it look like more lights hitting it. So like we'll do the back of the tail. Now we're going to use some Army Painter Matte Black. And we're going to use that to paint the hoof. Oh yeah, we also have some of these like little ground structures. We'll go ahead and paint those black. And then we'll paint talons. Like any little bony protrusions that I think look like they deserve it, and then the one's going to be the armor here. And this guy's got a lot of armor, more than some of the other ones, both on his legs and on his shins. With the black painted on, we are going to use some Army Painter Alien Purple, and this is what I use on anything that I think is a tongue or a tentacle around its mouth. So I'll paint these tentacle thingies up. Next up will be some Army Painter Ash Gray. And we're just going to need a little bit of this, but we can still use our medium layer brush. And get a dollop of paint on it, and we wipe most of it off. And we take the edge of the tip, just kind of touch the raised edge of the teeth. And this is make more sense later. Alright, can't really get to those teeth back there. Okay, so I got the teeth done. Now I'm going to let this combination dry, and I'm going to work on the base here. I'm going to use some Sterling Mud, because that'll help it match the rest of my army, because I made a choice a long time ago to use Sterling Mud. But sand and some glue will work just fine. So I'm going to take the applicator brush, GW cells. Yes, they call this plastic thing a brush. And we're going to push this around. I put a little layer on, and I like to swirl it around Gives it more natural than if I... That's why I like it over sand. Sand, I kind of just put the glue down and I pour the sand on. So it's harder to make some of these structures here. Now, since we did that base and it's going to take some time to dry, and it's almost bedtime, I'm going to go ahead and put on some Army Painter Soft Tone ink. And for that, I used one of my garbage brushes. Got it damp. We're going ahead and just we're just looking to hit the red areas. And tentacles, the teeth. Don't want bubbles going on here though. So let's see. Yep, do this. Finish up the other leapers I got going. Head to bed, and then when we get up, it'll be all dry for us to do the next steps on, which will be fun. Now that this little guy's dried, what we're going to do is move on to some Void Shield Blue, and I have a layer brush that I cut down until basically made it a very precise dry brush. Did that for a reason. So I'll take this, I dipped it in the Void Blue, wipe most of it off like you would, and I can just take the edge of that and casually scrape it back and forth. And so for my Hive Behemoth, I use Void Shield Blue to show their telekinetic energy. And we can, as I do this, you can take different parts. And I'm only going to do this on the head and back armor. This is also good if I've touched it too many times with my hands. And start rubbing off the black. Just take some Void Shield Blue and put it over those portions. And see, I just I'm basically rubbing the part that I cut down along the edges of the plates. A larger dry brush wouldn't allow me to do this without hitting the red, so that's why I started cutting down my own dry brush. This won't last forever, and I'll have to find the next layer brush that's falling apart, and it will take this one's place in the great circle of life. Okay. Sometimes, if you do this, to listen to podcasts while you do this, or put a good movie on the background, like, I don't know, the live-action remake of Aladdin. That'll entertain you. There's no spectacular, wondrous shots you're going to miss in that movie, so might as well just turn it into an audio drama. I like those too. It's got some cracks down the side. Alright, I'll flavor this up to taste. You don't need to watch me do that. We're ready to go back to Army Painter Ash Gray. Now we're going to get our dry brush here. And this one, we're going to put some paint on it and we're going to wipe it off. So off camera, I am wiping the heck out of this thing. So wipe it so much that you can't even tell there's paint coming off of it. So I'll start here and go against the grain. edge and ride that one. And also, if you wanted to be faster, instead of doing the Void Shield blue, just go all around and just hit it with Ash Gray instead. That would be faster. Lose that bluish look I was going for, but everyone might not be into that. There we go. Got this weird mix of stone and growy stuff. The little Tyranid stuff there, come on. Alright. Oh, almost forgot this hand. It's also good from where I might have rubbed off the black from touching it while it was wet. Let's hit some dry brush. There we go. Now we're going to go back with the Pixie Pink. There's my brush. Not Pixie Pink. We're going to go back with the Alien Purple. We're just going to touch up some of the spots here, make it look more glistening. There we go. Now we're going to take some Demonic Yellow. I'm going to switch to a smaller brush here. You see he's got a couple eyes and an eye cluster. So all we're going to do at this stage is just take the tip of the brush, just do a quick swipe to the right over the one eye, two eye, three eye. If I hadn't flooded out the model, the primer, I have a better sense of what was going on over here. We'll just do that. Excellent. I think we'll call that a day. Decide what you want your base to be. But given a requirement of purchase on Friday, finish up by Sunday, I think we could achieve that. Still got a couple hours left in the day on Sunday. Then go ahead and get this base done. Well, thank you for joining us at Miniature Wargaming Labs. We'll see you next time.